Hey guys, and welcome back to your Urban Warriors YouTube channel. Today we're talking all about self-talk. You know that inner critic, that little voice inside your head that tells us you're not good enough? That one. Many of us don't realize how harshly we are speaking to ourselves and how destructive it can be. It's so ingrained in us and programmed into us that it really is affecting the way that we show up in the world and our identity. So we want to take you through some steps on how you can flip the script.
Yeah, and before we get into that, if you love what you're hearing, please subscribe to our channel and share with your friends. If there's a topic that you'd like us to cover, please pop it in the comments below.
So, babe, back to self-talk. I know that this is a really passionate subject for both of us, but tell us more.
Okay, well, firstly, I'd like to start by saying that we are going to have negative thoughts. They're going to happen 50% of the time in our life. They're happening on a daily basis. So it's not like we're trying to get rid of those negative thoughts. It's being aware of them and taking control of them. So rather than reacting, we want to take control. So it's our thoughts that create our feelings create our actions, and our actions create our results. So when we understand that so many of us are driven by our emotions and our feelings, but when we understand that we can't have those feelings or emotions without a thought first, it's super empowering. So thoughts come first. So where this really shows up and what we're passionate about is with exercise and nutrition. And what we hear time and time again, like if we had received $1 for every time that we've heard someone say, I hate exercise, I'm not good at it, I just can't do it, I'm not good enough.
Same with food about, I love food too much. I mean, we all love food. When, you can actually eat a lot of food. It's not about that. That's actually more of a fear or an excuse. So, be mindful of what you're actually saying.
Yeah, because whatever we say to ourselves, that's actually the experience that we're going to have.
Yeah, your body hears everything your mind says.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you hate exercise, then that's how you're going to experience. It's going to be, the energy around it is going to be heavy. It's going to be dark. Your thoughts are going to be dark. So we want to flip the script. And this is where we can start with our tips. So the first tip, babe.
So the first tip is it starts with self-awareness. So what is the language that you're using? You really need to take note of this. So even if you don't think that you can do something or you believe that you can do something right now, just think about changing your language. So changing it to I'm learning how to, and whatever your goal might be, or I'm working towards whatever your goal is. Rather than saying I can't do this or I'm shit at that or whatever. So it's really about changing that language.
Yeah, catching yourself. Yeah, absolutely. Catching yourself and changing the language. So tip number 2 is to become the observer. When we become the observer, we can take the emotion out of it. So it's like becoming your best friend. So we would never speak to our best friend as harshly as we speak to ourselves. So try and take the emotion out and just be kind, be compassionate.
And our next one is to ask yourself, where does this belief even come from? Is it true? Because more often than not, we've been told this shit since we've been a child, and we've grown up believing it, and it's actually false. So whether it's been, you can't be an athlete, or you're too tall, too short, too fat, too ugly, too not smart enough, whatever it is, ask yourself, where does this belief come from, and is it really true? Because you can change it. I guarantee you. And I know I've changed a lot of things I was told I couldn't do, and I flipped the script. So you can do it. You just need to stop and be aware. And ask yourself the questions.
Absolutely. And lastly, always come from a place of self-love. We mentioned this before with becoming the observer, but always be kind to yourself. There's no need to beat yourself up anymore. It's just about awareness, catching yourself, and then giving yourself some feedback, but from a positive, non-judgmental, non-emotional point of view.
And that's what we delve deeper into as well in our self-love project. It's 30 days of self-love. We delve really deep and do the inner work that needs to be done. So more on that later. We have got so much more content for you guys. Next video, so stay tuned, will be all about nutrition and health for longevity. So none of us want to age, I'm sure. So tune into our next video. And if there's a topic that you would like us to cover, please make a comment below.
Yeah, stay tuned, guys.